Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you are having an amazing day. We're going to take a look at Gala, and before we do, we peek quickly at Bitcoin, just kind of let you know what's going on. We do basically have this, this macro descending triangle pattern where the price is just slowly bleeding out to the downside, and traditionally those do break down. I'm confident that Bitcoin is likely going to increase here soon based on the news and everything that happened recently. We should be okay, but simply put, this is a descending triangle pattern and it's typically bearish. So for the most part, they break to the downside. Just want to throw that out there so you understand. But big picture on the one-day chart, you can see that we are well above the 200-day simple moving average, and that's working as a nice little support level here. We just have this resistance of 50,000 that keeps stopping the price. We can't go any higher than that. But the key takeaway here on the one-day chart, again, the macro, we are making lower highs pretty consistently. Okay, so it's not a great sign in that sense. There's really nothing bullish about Bitcoin right now, except for the fact that it's been so low for so long, and that we are starting to see a larger amount of volume accumulation here. If we look at just the last, ever since the price started to retrace, we can see we're starting to get a lot of volume here now, and that's a good sign. Basically means that the price is inevitably going to increase, so that's going to work as a support level. All right. So just some some sentiments there, I guess you could say. And just before we look at Gala 2, just note I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people how to trade. I have a trading community built with that specific purpose. So if you learn a thing, learn a thing or two here today, let me know, of course, comment below. But feel free to join my community. It's a really awesome collective environment where we all come together as traders and learn and grow as one. I'm building a very strong portfolio of training videos here. I'll have that rolled out very soon. And it's all extremely collaborative. So just dynamic, love it. I've met some amazing people across the globe and it's just fantastic. So check that out in your own time. Now looking at Gala here, let's go ahead and go with the fundamentals first, or kind of more so, sorry, the more so the basics rather, which are essentially fundamental things you need to know. Now, regarding the 50-day simple moving average, it's trailing behind, but it's coming up closer to 37 cents, which is a good sign. So heaven forbid we do lose a support level at 47 cents. We could likely see that be the next major support. Now, looking at the RSI, this is not great. We are testing 50 on the RSI right now. So traditionally what that means is that we are still, generally speaking, in a bullish trend for Gala. I know it feels weird to say bullish based on the simple fact that we've seen literally sideways action between 47 and 55 cents for the most part. But when RSI is trending closer to 50, it's kind of just hitting that middle point, right? In other words, we're still more so on the bullish side, but if it breaks below, it could be considered bearish, right? And that's not a great sentiment there in that sense, because it could continue down further from there. So we really just need to see some confidence from Bitcoin to make this happen. You can see this increase from Gala here. These two green candles, that was essentially Bitcoin going sideways and increasing for about 2 or 3 days. Very slow, but it was a steady, slow increase from Bitcoin, giving more confidence in the market, and that's how Gala was able to recover. So just bear that in mind. We don't have a lot of confidence right now, so we're seeing nothing but red candles. Okay. So all in all, not terrible, not great. A lot of scenarios like that right now, believe it or not. So we kind of have this. We're at this crossroads right now where Bitcoin needs to get off the pot, for lack of better terms, and just get going, but it hasn't yet, and it's not going to. But a lot of market dominance is coming from Bitcoin going into their altcoins too. So as that continues to happen, more money comes into the market, and even if Bitcoin doesn't increase in price, if it can just go sideways and stop being so, I guess, testy, then we will see some consistency from these altcoins increasing in the near future. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour. We can see the 50-day simple moving average working as a very strong support level here now. Correction, I misspoke. A very strong resistance. You see that level. What is that? Man, that's like maybe 3 days of trading here. Just straightforward, just simply holding the price action down. Good news is the 200 is kind of working its way up to about 47 cents. So notoriously, the 200-day simple moving average will push the price action higher. We should expect that to work soon. In other words, I don't foresee us seeing 47 cents, anything lower than 47. If it were to come down, we get a candle wick down. It should likely close above 47 cents, just in the general sense that 200 days kind of holding strong there. But we are, without a doubt, still bearish. In other words, the micro, so to speak, or the midterm, we are looking bearish. In other words, the price keeps getting rejected off of this RSI of 50. And when you see that happen, and you see a 50-day simple moving average right above, it's no coincidence. They're both working synonymously together, holding the price action lower. So, again, not great signs there. I'd say we're more on the midterm, so to speak, we are more bearish right now. Okay, looking at the Ichimoku cloud on the 1-hour chart, we can see the baseline just came up over the conversion line, the lagging span is intersecting with the price action, and the price is below the cloud now. So this is essentially a sign for a short position. So if you're going to consider doing a short on Gala, this is basically telling us we have a short position option. So the fact that the price is rejecting off the 50 on the RSI and the 50-day simple moving average on the 4-hour chart are two adverse indications of bearish sentiment, kind of giving us that reiteration that the price should continue to progress downwards. Now, will it? Hard to say. Shouldn't. I don't think it will, personally. It's probably just going to consolidate here. Just because the Ichimoku cloud gives you a short signal doesn't mean you have to take one, right? But the big picture is that Bitcoin continues to digress and drop below 46,600. Then we're going to be in a world for Gala and many other coins. Okay. So just pay attention to Bitcoin. Do yourself a favor. Make sure you understand what Bitcoin's doing at all times, and then you'll be a little bit more, I guess, abreast or aware of what's going on. Because there's a reason why we look at Bitcoin every time we look at these charts, right? Because they very much rely on Bitcoin right now. So taking a look, one last thing at TD sequential, we're at a 7 right now. So this is why I don't feel like we're going to see a tremendous amount of continuation of the downside. We should likely see a bounce off 47 cents or possibly even the price bounce back right now. Being at a 7, we have roughly 2 to 6 hours worth of bearish sentiment, essentially. In other words, the price could continue further down, but how much lower is it going to go? Probably not tremendously lower. Granted, Bitcoin doesn't, go any lower, if that makes any sense. So we look at Bitcoin here, you can see it's kind of sort of bouncing off the support level 47,800, which is a Fibonacci retracement level. Therefore, we can still make higher highs and higher lows on the short term. Then we might be in pretty good shape for Gala to see a recovery. Because again, you got the higher highs, and that is the lowest point there, followed by this low. So if this next high, in other words, the price comes back up, if it can come up here closer to 50,000, hopefully break, or just say it stays at 50,000, that'd be perfectly fine. So I hope you found benefit here today. That's pretty much everything I got here for you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know, comment below if you have any questions. And also feel free to join my Patreon community. We're transitioning over to a website soon with, again, a very large library of trading videos to help you get more familiar with becoming a better trader. And I do, again, share signals for every single trade I take. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing the next one. Thanks again.